Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, there is an ancient religious sect that communicates with distant members using a web-like labyrinth, a spider labyrinth, and they will do anything to keep their sect a secret. Tonight's movie, The Spider Labyrinth.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! Yes, all hope is lost. And tonight, as we continue to just freaking rapid fire through this month. Oh my goodness, where is this year gone, honestly? But anyways, I thought it's time for another Italiano giallo. And this one is a strange and kind of weird one that's also a late stage giallo. Into the 80s we go. And it is a strange one indeed. It is the Spider Labyrinth. Spider Labyrinth. Look at this. Ooh, scary spiders. So Spider Labyrinth. Ooh, what is it about? Well, it is about a professor who is kind of the coordinator of this multi-faceted research project. A research project about some ancient religion that has been practiced or followed by a bunch of people from different parts of the world, seemingly impossibly able to communicate and have a connection when, you don't have planes or trains or automobiles. So how would they be able to, have this sort of spider network? Well, anyways, so they're researching this religious sect, and the professor who's doing research in Budapest has stopped sending research materials, which has been strange because he's actually been the one that's been sending a lot of the most helpful research, and all of a sudden he kind of goes silent. So anyways, the people behind the investigation, the project, sends the professor to Budapest to make contact with his colleague and find out, hey, what the hell's going on? So of course he goes to Budapest and he meets with the colleague, and the colleague is very cagey, very, very nervous, and he has discovered something sinister. And before he can really elaborate, he gives them some pictures and a notebook, and he's like, "Here, meet me later tonight." And of course, later tonight shows up. He comes in, and the man is mysteriously committed suicide. Yeah, suicide. There's some sort of cobwebs all over him. Very strange. And so now the professor is embroiled in a situation where he doesn't know whom he can trust as he investigates. Why would someone want to kill him? What's up with this research? Is this sect still around? And are they, I don't know, going to hone in on him and perhaps end up killing him? Who knows? But when other people start warning him to get the F out and other people start dying, he starts to suspect that there's a bit more going on in this town than he originally had anticipated. So will he be able to unravel the mystery of the Spider Labyrinth, or will he end up being a victim of this conspiracy also? Well, you'll have to watch the movie to find out. So, violence and gore, I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. There is a monster killer. She's like literally, her teeth are like a mess, but she doesn't necessarily use them to kill. She uses stabby things anyways. really there's this interesting little precursor to someone's death, and it's this black ball that just gets like that just shows up, and then like if you see the black ball just come bouncing towards you and or rolling towards you, you're like, oh fuck, you're dead, right? Anyways, so there are some bloody kills, and really at the end there is this really nasty thing that happens and is kind of gory and disgusting, and so yeah, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. Otherwise, not too violent, not too bloody, but there is quite quite a bit of gooiness toward the end that I think ratchets up the score. Plus, man, like some of the people who get killed, like this guy lost his hand, and like, anyways, this like this neck thing, and yeah, some of it's kind of gruesome. So 3 out of 5. Moving on to shock value, I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5. Honestly, the shock is in kind of like the twists and turns of the storyline, and basically the thing that happens at the end is like really crazy and strange and shocking. So 3 out of 5. Moving on to plot, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Now this is a giallo that, yeah, it's got the horror elements, but it's really about the investigation and the mystery, and they're trying to figure out like what's going on. And of course, the sinister killing entity thing is there to try to make sure that this professor isn't successful in finding out the answers, or maybe at least trying to make sure that he doesn't figure it out too soon. Anyways, so yeah, it's an interesting twisting and turning storyline. It keeps you intrigued, and it's not really it's not slow. I mean, it's not like a rapid fire like death. It definitely has a more medium pace and focuses a bit more on the characters and the mystery, which is, I think sometimes a strong part of giallos, because if it's just like a straight up slasher, sometimes the plot kind of gets in the way of the kills, right? So anyways, 4 out of 5. Moving on to acting, I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. I like the guy who plays the main character. I think he gives a very strong performance. The ancillary characters are all kind of cliche, and they're fine. They're average. So I'm just, a little bit for the main character's performance. Once again, it's in Italian. I'm reading subtitles, so I'm like, not the best judge when it comes to that. But honestly, I found his performance to be compelling and sympathetic. And some of the oddball characters around, they're supposed to be kind of odd and suspicious, so they do the job, but just nothing spectacular. 3 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity, and I'm giving this a 2.5 out of 5. The professor's assistant, the Budapest professor's assistant, is quite the looker, and she has a penchant for undressing in front of unshaded windows, which just happen to be across the way for our protagonist to see. And honestly, it's kind of suspicious. And I think it's supposed to be meant to be suspicious, but man, she is really trying to get him. I was about to say, she's really trying to get him hard. Like, she's doing some hard work, right? But I guess it works both ways, right? She is really trying to get him hard. Anyways, 2.5 out of 5. Moving on to enjoyment factor, I am giving this a 4 out of 5. Once again, I love the giallo tones, the mystery intermixed with the slasher elements, intermixed with a little bit of the supernatural, with the weirdness and the colors and the sort of the cinematography. It really hits those giallo feels, and it's quite amazing for because sometimes like those late phase giallos that hit in the 80s don't always hit that sort of aesthetic. They tend to lean way more into the slasher vibe, and this one definitely has a more old school feel to it, yet and still unique in the way that it does the kind of cult supernatural strange religious sect thing. And honestly, it also reminds me a lot of the movie The Perfume of the Lady in Black, with some of the themes that are going on, as well as some other movies that I won't mention because that will sort of give away the twists toward the end. So so if you've seen the Perfume Lady in Black, I guess you sort of like will kind of know where this one is going in a way. But yeah, it tends to hit more psychological, and I do like that. It gives you a little bit more to think, especially after, I have this review coming off of like a movie that is just like fun popcorn fare. That's, doesn't have to be spectacularly changing cinema, and now I'm talking about like something that's engaging, but that's the thing, that's the beauty of cinema, is that you can have all of those things and you can love both of them. You can love the cheesy, mindless, and you can love the smart and intricate, just the same. So 4 out of 5, and my overall impression is a 3.5 out of 5. It is a solid giallo, in the vein of some of the greats like Argento, but it is a different one, and some people might say like some of the special effects are kind of dated, and I understand that, but I think it's pretty well put together. Great and interesting plot, decent acting, and cinematography that's still great. Good use of colors and set, and a picture. Each frame being a picture in a way. So, yeah, good. And also some stylish kills. Once again, that's one of the giallo mainstays, is that the kills aren't always just standard. There's some weird, stylish stuff that happens. And, like I said, each frame has to be a work of art, right? So there you have it, 3.5 out of 5 overall impression, and that averages out to a very solid 3.3 out of 5. And yeah, there it is, Spider Labyrinth, a 4K experience again from my friends at Severin. I've done a lot of Severin releases this year, but with good reason. They seem to do a pretty good job. Anyways, so there you have it, Spider Labyrinth. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I know no one really comments about anything anymore. And when they do, it's either like, oh, how I can Iron Man 45 seconds of the video. Or, I do appreciate when someone says, oh man, this looks interesting. I'm definitely going to check it out. This is a very interesting one. I think you all should check it out. So anyways, thank you again for watching another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. And remember to stay scary, internet, and I will see you next time. And also, I get it. Like, this guy, the professor, he's a very handsome man. He's attractive, so he's probably used to women throwing themselves at him. I get it. But if I was him, I'm not used to women throwing themselves at me. So, like, if I get in this situation where the assistant is just basically like, putting them on the glass for my benefit, I am going to be like, I don't know. I think there's ulterior motives there. I really do. Because, I'm not lucky enough to have, like, women just throw themselves at me. I mean, women, you could prove me wrong, though. Like, seriously, like, I am willing to accept you proving me wrong. So just, whip them out. Oh, not so vulgar. I mean, no, yeah. Like, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I'm challenging y'all, ladies. I'm challenging you all to, like, come at me. Challenge not accepted. Anyways, it's a trap. It's always a trap. It's a trap. They're, suspicions will be confirmed. It's not because they want my body. It's because they want something else. They want me to be sacrificed to their ancient pagan god or something like that. You know, I'm not saying that's what happens in this movie. I'm just saying that it's probably would happen to me because, like, you know, I am the sacrificed. I am not the lusted after. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. Right.